Welcome back to Closing Time with Nick El-Tawil. I am once again Nick El-Tawil, and I'm here with my guest today, Mark Candelaria. Mark, how are you today?
I'm good, my friend. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to officially meet
Yeah.
you. I've known Tiffany, your daughter, over here for, I'd say about a year now.
Yeah, about
and
a year.
Yeah, and she is so funny because she only listens to classic rock, and I always give her a hard time for it.
I wonder where that comes from.
And finally I asked her, I'm like, wait, is the reason you listen to classic rock because of your dad?
Together.
And she's like, yes, it is.
Yep.
Lay off, we're cool.
So who's your favorite band, Mark?
Oh, I'm a Beatles guy.
Beatles?
I still love the Beatles. They're my favorite all time.
Nice.
Love playing their music on the piano. Love singing their music. Listen to the Beatles channel. Been a big fan since I was I remember the Beatles cartoons when I was 3 years old.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's
And I
super
remember
cool.
in the grocery stores, they used to make Beatle cakes with the Beatles, little plastic Beatles on the cakes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was indoctrinated really young.
My mom made me listen to Led Zeppelin growing up. That was her favorite band. So
Yep.
we had Led Zeppelin always playing in the house.
That's my mom's favorite.
Yeah, until I started playing basketball, and now I listen to his rap. So I'm the exact opposite of that now.
We don't like rap.
I'm okay
pretty
with
much
rap.
like
I like
everything
everything.
They don't play the Beatles on the basketball court.
No, probably not too much. Beatles.
No.
Maybe got to get you into my life. Maybe that might get you playing a little basketball.
So Mark, you are an architect here in Paradise
Yes.
Valley.
Paradise, actually all over. I've done houses in several continents now. 2,500 homes overall in my 44 years.
It's incredible.
Yeah, a lot of homes.
And did you go to school for this?
I started at ASU. Actually started in Boulder, transferred to ASU, went to school at ASU for a couple of years, got accepted to the architecture program, but then quit, got married to her mom, and ended up getting a job ultimately with one of my professors who talked me out of going back to architecture school and said, go get a business degree, because none of these guys know anything about business.
And he
So-
already knew plenty about architecture.
And I was being taught by my professor firsthand. So, what was ironic was, here I'm getting all of my apprenticeship from my professor free of charge, getting paid for it. And when my buddies all got out of school 5 years later, I was their boss, and they were working for me. They were all in debt. So it worked out pretty good.
You know, I had a similar story. So I went to school in New York City, not for anything real estate related, but while I was in school, I met a couple friends who were from Israel, and they, had connections who had properties all over the city.
Yep.
And I just thought, this is a good connection. I dropped out, started working for these guys. I ended up selling 5 condos in New York City for this family, just off the connection I made in school.
Yep.
And it was, school was obviously necessary. That's how I met them, but you didn't need the actual degree
Right.
to do the job.
Right. Well, that's what I learned. And I was able to work for George for 7 years, and then I became a partner. And then I was able to take all the exams and get my architecture license. So,
And then you started your own firm?
And then I started my own firm after 18 years with Christensen and CCBG. I started Candelaria Design, and we just celebrated our 26th year.
It's huge.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
So 44 years between the two places.
Amazing.
Yeah, he
Yep.
started young.
So when you first started designing homes, were you designing only in Arizona?
We did several homes even when I was back with Christensen and CCBG. We did homes in Missouri. We did homes all over the place. He did homes everywhere.
And was it always high-end luxury homes?
Pretty much high-end luxury homes, yeah. I mean, but even today, we do everything from small guest houses to room additions. 2/3 of our work are not mega mansions. It's actually room additions and remodels and kitchen makeovers.
I feel like the smaller ones that are like room additions are more repeat clients who have an in.
Yes.
Not just random people who are like, oh, please just redo my one room. Like, we don't really have time for that. But, I mean, it's all about showing how, Mark really does create a relationship with all these people. And they just keep coming back, and their kids come back to get
That's
their
what's fun now.
houses.
I'm working on second generation homes for clients.
That's awesome.
And I'm keeping my eye on the third generation. It's like, you look at me, buddy. I'm going to be designing your home when I'm 90.
Yeah, you might be actually.
So that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
I think it just goes to show that it's such a relationship business in real estate.
Totally.
You want to have those clients come back because it's so hard to get new ones.
Right.
So if they're coming back and they're telling their friends, that's how you really build.
Well, and part of it too is we're designing such a personal space for them. You know,
Of course, yeah.
It's their home.
It's their home.
Yeah, so it becomes this really kind of profound connection that happens between me and my clients over the years, and it's a nice profession because of that. I really enjoy that part of the profession.
Same.
It's a lot of work, but you know, I always tell my staff, hey, look, we're an architect. You get to drive down the street, see a house that you did 20 years ago. If you're a dentist, you can say, remember those braces I did on that kid that one time? God, those were great braces, man.
It doesn't
You know,
happen.
or that tax return I did for somebody. That was
Oh,
an
yeah,
amazing tax return.
Yeah, my dad's a CPA. He has none of that. He has none of that.
Right? So we get that part, which is nice. And I drive down streets in Paradise Valley. I've got streets in Paradise Valley where I've done 9 houses in a row on one street.
Which street is this?
Roadrunner, I've done like 7 on that street, 7 or 8 on Roadrunner, and then over by Caballeros, over there, Morning Glory, I've done like 9 in a row.
That's super cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm going to be on the lookout for him next time I'm on that
Okay.
street.
There's
Next time I'm going down Roadrunner.
Yeah.
Quite a few on Exeter, too.
And on Exeter and Nani, I've done like
Arcadia.
6 or 7 on Nani in a row.
Nani Valley.
So
It's amazing.
Pretty good streets.
Yeah, decent streets.
Yeah.
Exeter's not bad.
Not bad.
It's only like our, Rodeo Drive.
Yeah, right? Would you say that, Nick?
I would say Exeter is the Rodeo Drive of, actually, hold on. I worked with a guy from LA. He told me it wasn't Rodeo
Okay.
Drive. It was in Brentwood. What's the street in Brentwood?
Oh, I don't know, but I know Brentwood is really
He
nice.
said it was like a Brentwood. And Rodeo
Rodeo
Drive
Street.
would have been something that had shopping on it.
Yeah, Rodeo's the shopping.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Any-
There's Mulholland up there on the
Mulholland.
hills.
That might have been the street he said. Yeah. It was Mulholland.
Drive.
Yeah. Pretty nice.
Not bad.
Yep.
Do you do any homes in LA?
We are doing nothing in LA right now. I've got a home we're just getting ready to get permits on in Sonoma, wine country. And we've done a really beautiful home in Montecito, California, outside of Santa Barbara. La Jolla. I think I've got one other
Pebble
one. Oh, I've got one
Beach.
brewed in Pebble Beach right now that I'm working on. So that's some good spots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not bad.
And you said you did different continents too.
Yeah, we were designing a house in Jamaica that is over the top. I've done several homes in Mexico, Canada, and I did a hotel garden makeover in Tuscany.
How is working in Mexico? 'Cause I've always been interested in Mexican real estate.
It's a lot easier than California. I'd take Mexico any day of the week.
Okay, good to know.
It's a little tough, getting people to work the way you'd want them to work, and it's a lot of connections, and
Yeah.
it's a little bit difficult. But really, the most difficult place I've worked is California.
Oh, for
The
sure.
bureaucracy is astronomical.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, and we're pretty lucky. We're kind of in the middle here in Arizona. I just finished a house in Idaho, and submitted the plans at 8 o'clock in the morning. Called the city. Hey, did you get my plans? He goes, yeah, I got them. I said, well, this is after 3 years to get a permit in Montecito. I said, well, how long is it going to take to get my permit here? He goes, well, it's 8 o'clock. I'll probably go grab a little lunch. Just call me about 2:30. I should have your permits ready. That's Idaho.
Oh my
So
gosh.
big difference.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And
For
how
sure.
long does it take here in PV?
PV all of a sudden has gotten much better. They're actually pretty darn fast.
Oh, good.
I've been getting stuff now within a month,
Yeah, when
if
did
not
that
even shorter.
change happen?
Just in the last year, it's gotten much better. Phoenix is horrible. Scottsdale's not much better. Tempe's not good either.
Oh, dang.
They just take too long. I mean, when it almost takes you longer to get a permit than it does for me to design a house, there's something wrong with that.
Like
equation.
I agree.
Big,
Right?
I agree.
intricate house.
Yeah. So, and when it comes right down to who's liable, me, not them. My stamp's on it.
Right.
I'm liable if something goes wrong. As long as
Right.
I'm meeting the codes and everything, they should just build a process that. I really think AI is going to change all that.
You would hope, right?
I think it will, because all they have to do is enforce what's in the ordinance book. It's right
Okay.
there. And so I think there's a way to streamline the whole process where you could basically create your plans, have a checklist where everything is. The AI scanner could read it. You did it, done. Your permit's done. Pick up your coffee at the next window and
That'd be nice.
right?
That's how it should work.
That's how it
Yeah.
should work.
That's how it should
And
work.
We have the technology. We have the knowledge that should be able to be
Seems
done.
to be how it's working.
Yeah. And guess what? It generates instant revenue because now you're paying tax on all the products and labor and everything that's being done to build the house.
Right.
Versus just sitting in plan check for a year doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, you can tell it's one of my pet peeves.
That's one of the many pet peeves everyone in real estate has.
Oh my God.
They say our current housing crisis is not necessarily because of, prices or this or that. It's the permitting process. It's so expensive to build. It takes a long time to build, and that is a huge part of it.
In California, we're having to hire an entomologist, which is an insect scientist, to do an insect survey of the whole property and document all the insects. And are there any protected insects or protected larvae or worms?
I think I remember reading about this. It was like 2 years ago this went into effect.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah. I remember reading that. Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's just one of many that we have to hire
Yeah.
to do one house.
Mm-hmm.
So that all adds to the cost of your house.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Producing a house.
So the developers, architects, they're not making money hand over fist, people. It's the government. So
Don't get me started on that.
Yeah. I sold real estate in New York, and it was like a state where you had to actually send physical mail to the office to get stuff done, which was just mind-blowing. Here in Arizona, we're all on the internet, which is a step up.
A little bit better, yes.
But recording property deeds on blockchain is such a no-brainer that if we had like a central database where it was all on blockchain, it's not reversible, this is a property deed, that would be such an easy way to do it. Instead, we do it by individual county, and it's, their books and this and that.
Paper.
So,
Yep.
so the government takes a long time to change.
Adapt.
Yeah, blockchain was 10
there's
years
no
ago.
motivation to do so.
Right.
That's the reason.
Yeah,
They're making the same money whether they do it or not.
exactly.
So it's like, why make things faster?
Exactly.
We're just putting ourselves out of jobs.
That's right.
Anyway, we won't go too far down that rabbit hole.
So what would you say your style is as an architect?
People ask me that all the time. And I got my jacket here with a lot of my houses.
Check it out. Don't miss it.
I really don't have a style. I don't have a favorite style. We're most noted for our European style. We do quite well. I've been to Europe multiple times, getting ready to go in 2 weeks again on one of our Candelaria Design France tours.
Are you French?
No, I'm not French.
Italian?
I've got some Italian. Actually, we do have some French. We're kind of Basque oriented.
Okay.
On my dad's side. My mom was born actually in East Germany, so I'm half German.
Okay.
So,
I wouldn't have guessed that.
No. I call myself a chili dog. So,
I've never heard
never
him
heard
call
that
himself
one?
that.
Yeah. So in terms of style, we do everything. Traditional, transitional, contemporary. I'm actually writing a book right now on what are those three styles.
Mm-hmm.
What constitutes traditional? What constitutes modern? What constitutes transitional? What does transitional even mean?
Well, it means when a boy thinks he's a girl. No, I'm just kidding.
Somewhere in the middle.
That is
how
what
far
it
you want to go.
is.
That's
Somewhere
exactly,
between
that's
modern
exactly
and
what it is.
traditional. Yeah.
That's what it is. So this should be an interesting book.
Actually, I would love to read that because I was just on a listing appointment for a Santa Barbara home.
Yep.
And, I'm on Google before the appointment, like, what is a Santa Barbara home? Like,
So let me tell you,
Spanish
the
colonial.
Santa Barbara style here in Arizona, and the 44 years that I've been working here, is the most desired, long-lasting style that people still ask me to do. It's the one style that never seems to go out of style.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's-
It always looks good here.
Yeah.
That's the vibe that I got from
Right.
just looking at it. I was like, oh, yeah, this is like what I remember growing up in Arizona.
Yeah.
This is the
It has an
style people
Arizona,
like.
It has an Arizona Southwestern vibe to
For
it.
sure.
you
For
know?
sure.
So it fits.
Mhm.
Some of the modern stuff, right now a big pet peeve with a lot of people, I hear it from realtors especially, is everything's looking the same. It's just a box with no detail. And-
Boxdale.
Yeah, it's Boxdale, right?
Boxdale.
It's like, God, how many boxes are we going to build before someone's like sick of this?
Mhm.
Huge
I look at them as
floor-to-ceiling
all
windows.
future remodel projects for me. So it's like keep building boxes.
Keep doing them.
And then I'll just fill the boxes with all kinds of cool stuff later. You know? So it's just a matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a big complaint I'm hearing from a lot of people. Gray and white boxes.
Yes. Yes.
And they all look the same.
They all look the same.
No life, no character, drawn by CAD in 5 days. Took 12 days to get the permit, 5 days to draw it by CAD. And it doesn't look good.
Exactly.
Has no life, has no character, has no soul.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hearing a lot of people now coming to us, especially in the last year or two. I don't want a house that looks heavy and Tuscan and medieval, but I don't want a gray box. I want a house that feels like a home.
Mm-hmm.
I want my home to feel, and we're seeing with like a big revival with Ralph Lauren patterns, colors, textures. Like everyone's dulled out, and they're ready for warmth and coziness. I think it's an aging, the Gen Zs or Gen Y. They're all getting a little older now, and they're like, okay, I want to feel comfortable. I want to feel like I'm at my home, right? You just bought a home,
Yeah.
right?
Not with me.
And I want to be.
Told you I'd call you out on it.
I didn't use any of my friends. So I could be neutral. But yeah, I want a home to feel cozy and comfortable for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're seeing from all ages, we're getting that feedback. So it's a big revolt to the box.
Do you think it might be a growth of Arizona too? Because I remember growing up, everybody was doing like Southwest style. It was like the travertine, and then it was kind of brown. And you just know when you see like a mid-2000s Arizona home.
Every shade of brown. This whole city was a shade of
Yeah,
beige.
exactly. And I never saw wood floors growing up. But I feel like as more people moved here from the East Coast, West Coast, now we see that.
Yeah.
Do you see that too?
Yeah, a lot of wood floors. It's funny though, like things like Saltillo tile and flagstone floors are coming back all of a sudden. They're making a comeback.
Okay.
So even like some of these Southwestern styles, we're getting almost a Southwestern modern against transitional style. So it's not so hardcore Southwest, but it's not ultra modern. It's kind of, again, where does this pendulum fall? And anyone can set the pendulum wherever they want to, which makes it a lot of fun.
You're an artist.
You're an artist.
You're an artist.
For someone, every creation's a little different.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. You never know what ride you're going to be going down with some of these clients. Yeah.
So you mentioned to me earlier, you're not actually a developer. You were an architect, strictly.
I've tried developing a few times, and it's tricky, and I've learned to stay in my lane.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What was tricky about it for you?
Well, my biggest development I tried to do in 2007.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It was just timing.
Yeah, that's just timing.
That was bad timing.
Yeah.
But that was enough to put enough fear in me that I'm like.
It was a great idea, and I hope it still happens.
Yeah, it might still happen.
What was the idea, if you don't mind?
It was a mixed-use project. It was called El-Tawil, which means the courtyard. So it was a big courtyard with retail on the ground floor, like Airbnb, townhome, condos above, and some office space. But the courtyard was all patterned around farmers market, events, concerts. And you'd sit up in your Airbnb or your unit and watch people, like in Italy.
It would be
That's awesome.
perfect.
Yeah.
And so many places are kind of doing that.
Yeah.
We're seeing a comeback with that.
Happening.
Yeah.
I mean, I live at one of the Optimas, and ours, we have a restaurant on the ground floor and like the central courtyard.
It's nice, right? Everything's right there.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Grocery store, no grocery store. That's the only thing.
Farmers market,
Yeah.
A little
no
grocery store would be
concerts.
cool.
But yeah, and then there's another one in Tempe who actually a member here at Empire built. It's called, I forget the name. Walkable community in Tempe.
Oh, the one with no cars?
The one with no cars, yes.
I forget the name, but that one's really cool.
Yes.
Well, ours had no cars either. All the cars were on the periphery.
Yes.
So when you walk in, you feel like you're in Italy.
Yeah.
You feel like I've left all the
But
cars.
this one's pretty big. Like yours was kind of
Mine was 5
smaller.
acres.
Oh.
Yeah, the Tempe one's about 5 acres too.
That is big
It
then.
was big.
Okay.
Yeah, we initially assembled 2.5 acres, and then another 2.5 acres came available, so I had to redesign the whole thing. And that kicked me into 2008. Yeah, but luckily we got out of it. We got out of it, paid everybody off. We didn't have to file BK or do any of that. We stood our ground and got out of it, and there's a beautiful apartment complex there now.
Not as beautiful as yours would have
Not
been.
as beautiful as
No,
mine would have done.
no.
Yep. So, but you never know. I might hook up with someone to maybe we put that dream together.
Find us
again.
some developments, Nick.
Yeah, you know, Nick. There's a project for you, buddy.
All right, deal.
El-Tawil too.
So as an architect, your job day to day is basically you design the buildings and then you do that for the developer and the client. Is that right?
Yeah. So I always tell people the only power tool I operate is a phone. Don't put a drill or a saw or anything like that in my hands. It would be horrible. I am not that person at all.
Oh my God, I power drilled all weekend at my new place.
Give me a pencil and a stylus and I can go to town. But yeah, so we just design it. I like to stay really involved with my clients all the way through the construction. A lot of architects, here's the plan, see you later, adios. I like to stay involved all the way through the construction. And then I have a clause in my contract, imaginary clause, but we talk about it all the time. At the end of the job, I get to come cook in your kitchen that I designed for you. So, and a lot of clients have taken me up on it. A lot, you know.
Most of them.
It's a great way to kind of keep that relationship going. And I love it because I get to see the house finished. I get to see people using it. It's been one of my favorite things.
Are you a cook?
Oh yeah, I love to cook. A lot faster than architecture.
That's
Basically,
Italian in him.
Basically, 2 years, 2 years to design, build a house, 2 hours to do dinner, same accolade at the end.
Yeah.
Might as well just cook them dinner, get right to it.
That's actually a great thing that you do for someone after they're closing. Like, that's a fantastic idea. I wish I cooked. I would make that same offer.
I'll teach you. I'll get you some basic recipes and you can just build from there.
What's your dish?
My dish is paella. So it's a dish I learned how to make in Spain. Big, giant seafood platter with rice and chicken and shellfish. And learned how to make it from one of my friends in Spain. His grandmother taught me. And became my signature dish. And what I started doing is auctioning them off for charity. So when there's a live auction item, and I tell these guys, don't make it a silent auction. They'll get $400. Make it a live auction. I average $8,000 for one pan of paella.
One dinner party by my dad.
Last year I sold 10 of them for $8,000 each.
That's not bad.
Raising money for charities.
Half of the reason I moved back home is so I could come eat dinner regularly.
Actually,
and you did last night.
And I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so
he
paella's
makes
been
all
a big
kinds
hit.
of stuff. Tell him you have a whole cookbook, in fact.
Yeah, my book, Candelaria Homes, came out a couple of years ago. 12 homes paired up with 12 recipes.
You know what? I think I remember that book. You went to the agency's office.
Yeah.
And I had like just started working with the agency when you did that.
Yeah.
And I think you were there.
Signing,
Yeah.
I was there too.
Yeah, you were there too.
Like, did I see both you guys there and I
You
just
look
didn't
familiar.
remember? Yeah.
Yes.
And when I saw you today, I'm like, wait a minute, I know this guy from somewhere.
They hadn't like officially hired me yet. They just invited me to that, and I was like, okay, I'll come.
Yeah, there were artists.
Yeah,
There was
yeah.
all sorts of things happening.
Yeah, it was a cool night.
Yeah, it's a nationally published design book, and each recipe is paired to like fit the home.
Right.
And they're all, like popular recipes, but with his spin on them. And he's
And
an
paella's in there.
amazing chef.
The paella recipes.
The $8,000 a day.
Yeah, $8,000
You can do it
paella.
yourself, guys.
Yeah, but it's fun, and I love cooking. I really learned the benefit of getting cooking involved in my business on our Italy tours. We started doing Italy tours 26 years ago. We're just getting ready to go on a France-Spain tour in 2 weeks. We got 17 people going. 2 weeks. We're bringing a chef, Brent Menke from Mixed Brasserie up in North Scottsdale. He'll be co-hosting with me, so I'll have a chef the entire trip. And I just learned on our Italy trips, when we started doing them, our cooking class was the one activity that just made everyone bond. And I don't know what it was about cooking and being not on a timetable and eating dinner that we all cooked together. It just bonded everyone like I'd never seen before.
It's a really collaborative experience too. And yeah, it's so true. I mean, the cooking class is now a part of every tour we do almost.
Yep. And we put a full kitchen in our office for that very reason. And so when I walked up here today, I go, ooh, here we go, full kitchen. I love it. Got really excited. So yeah, we like to use the kitchen as much as we can. We coming into fall season, so now we'll have dinners just about almost every week.
We book out, because a lot of them are the charity dinners, so the winners like to have them now, and client dinners and vendor dinners, and just even people renting our space to do their dinners.
Yeah, so it's fun. Keeps us busy.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I always tell agents, you want to mix your hobbies in with your business, because that's how you have a, it makes it feel more natural, and you'll attract people if you actually enjoy doing it.
I always love people that go throw the work-life balance question at me. How do you do it? How do you do the work-life balance? I said, well, it's pretty easy.
the two have become the same for me.
Right, exactly.
So I don't
You
worry
make it
about
one
it
life.
because I'm having fun doing everything I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So-
he never stops, and it's all integrated.
Yeah.
That's how he likes it.
That's exactly what I tell agents. You have one life, and you just mix them together.
Mix it together.
Yeah.
That makes it really easy. You
That's
never
true.
feel like
Most
you're
of your
working. I'm always having
friends-
fun.
Both of your friends are your clients,
Yeah.
are builders, are people you work with,
Yep.
and it's all
One life.
All one life.
Yep.
All right. Well, this got way deeper than I was expecting. I thought we were going to talk architecture. Now we're going like how to have a happy, healthy life.
Well, I think it's important. I mean, like I said, I've been at this 44 years. I'll be 65 here in a couple months, or next month actually. And
Happy birthday.
Thank you. And you just learn that your life, you really do need to make your life your work and your work your life if that's what you love doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because it does make it so much more fun and enjoyable. And I work hard, right?
Mm-hmm. Harder than anyone I've ever met.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on vacation this week, and this is my third meeting today, and I'll be off technically all week.
Well,
I
thank you for
guess.
spending your vacation with us.
Yeah, it's nice spending
That's the
vacation
only
with you.
time he can do marketing things is when he's on vacation.
So that's it. That's one of my keys to life. It's
Mhm.
just enjoying what you do. And luckily, I'm married to my wife, who's an interior designer,
Mm-hmm.
and she's the same way. And
So is Jensen's wife.
yeah, okay.
Behind the camera for all you
Yeah.
podcast people.
So we collaborate and we talk about baseboards when we're in bed, and it's that's what
Never ending.
never ending. Right? So everywhere you go, you're seeing details, and you're saying, "Oh, look at that! That's cool. That's cool. Look at that door. Look at that window."
And you both can talk about it and be
And happy
into it.
and be into it.
and not
Yeah.
annoy each other with it.
So it's good. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Do you have any other tips for us? For anyone maybe looking to get into the architecture business or the real estate business in general?
Well, I think Arizona has been an amazing place. Again, I've been here since '79, and the change has been phenomenal. And what I see now is just there's endless opportunities here with all the old real estate that's sitting on amazing dirt
Mm-hmm.
that all needs to be redone. It was built in the 80s, it was built crummy, or 70s or 60s. They're falling apart,
Mhm.
but the dirt that it's sitting on is like gold.
Mm-hmm.
And it's endless. You drive anywhere, and there's lots, there's houses, it's endless.
Mm-hmm.
We'll never finish,
No.
right?
No.
Yeah.
Um,
And I was just in the last 2 weeks. I was in New York City and I was in LA, driving around in both cities, and we live. I know it's 111 billion degrees outside, but you know what? We live in paradise.
mm-hmm.
I'll take our 111 to 95 and 95% humidity in New York City any day of the week.
Oh, I said the same thing.
And driving in LA last week, I was like, it takes me 2 hours just to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I can get up in the morning, put my hiking gear on, go do a quick hike, come back, take a shower, and still be to the airport by 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you do
Where do you do
that?
that you can't do that in any city of this size.
Or 2
No.
hours you're
No.
in Flagstaff on
Yeah.
a 14er.
It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So we're so lucky to live where we live, and I'm so grateful for all the opportunities I've had, and the opportunity to have my daughter work with me, and all the great people that have helped me. It's just been awesome.
That's awesome to hear.
It's been awesome.
I took it for granted growing up in Arizona too. I was born here. I'm like, oh, it's just
Yeah.
sunny everywhere all the
Yeah.
I
time.
wanted to leave.
Yeah, and then I lived in New York for a while, and first it's cool. It's like, oh, there's
It is,
seasons.
I love New York, but it is so much work.
Yeah,
To do
live
anything
there.
is work.
it's work.
Here it's, I can go hop in my car and go to the grocery store.
Most places, like
Easy.
most cities, you can't even park.
No.
I
If
didn't
you
have a
park,
car.
It's expensive. Yeah.
Didn't even have a
I
car.
love being able to park here.
It's just everything is so easy here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's clean. I mean, I'm driving through LA and it's like, oh, what a pit.
Yeah.
And you come back here and our freeways are spotless and it's just so clean. It's like, and they're big and wide and open. It's like,
no
Yeah.
potholes.
God, we are lucky, man.
We're very lucky.
Very lucky.
So move to Arizona.
Move to Arizona.
And call
Use
me,
Nick.
unlike Tiffany.
Call him. Buy a beautiful lot. I'll design an incredible house for you, and Tiffany will help me cook paella when you're all done.
Ooh.
How's that?
That's great. I feel like we just end it there.
There we go.
There we go. Thank you
right.
guys for watching.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
That was fun.